Welcome to my channel. My name's Gena. If you are new around here, I hope you'll stick around if you like what you see. And if you keep coming back, thank y'all. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, I'm throwing in the y'alls because in a couple of weeks I'm going to see my daughter in Texas, and we've all kind of picked up y'all even though we are from Southern California. So there's my fun fact of the day. Okay, so what are we doing? We are finally getting into Word Nerd, my Word Nerd setup and how I've been working through this. I apologize that I did not come back sooner and share this. I got a little stuck on how I wanted to put this together. I was really thinking I wanted to go the junk journal route, and as I was looking at the cards, they were just so thick that I didn't think my first ever junk journal should be such a big project. So I still plan on doing a junk journal. I believe I'm going to do it live here, so I will share that. Here I'm just showing you the top of the ring book on how thick it was. It really was. It came down to the decision of girlfriend, talking to myself, Gena, junk journal's not in the cards this time. Let's figure something else out. So I ended up making this. This is a fairly simple project. I did a little bit of extra only because I didn't want to punch holes in the cards. So as you can see there, the cards were, I think they were like 5 by 5. And I'm just pulling out some of the digital set. So what I like to do if I'm doing a project, if I can get a hold of the digital set and kind of practice on it, then come through my main project or the main cards, because you know I actually like having my stuff nice at the end. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I like having it nice. So what I did was I took one of the digital sets, and I didn't print it all out. I printed like the first page, and then I just added a little piece of folded over paper on the end so I could go in and do my hole punching. Some people do washi there, and I like my stuff a little bit more secure than that. And then I also mounted a lot of these on just regular craft paper that I bought like at Michael's, just to give them a little bit more sturdiness if there was no back, which I don't believe there's backs on these cards. No, actually there are backs on these cards. So a few of them have these, and that's all I did. That's some Taylor Roshkal Brave Little Taylor paper that matched with the Word Nerd kit this month. And here on the front, I took a couple of our pieces of paper and I just made like a little quilt pattern, and then I used a zigzag stitch around it. So you don't have to do that. I didn't like go super all out, but I wanted to give it something because this is a big project for Illustrated Faith. I like to study it, and then I just took the typewriter from the actual physical kit and I put it on the front. And I believe right now the physical kit is sold out, but you can always pick up the digital kit and you can get that same ephemera. So here is the beginning of it, and as you see on the left, all I did was I just took a little Word Nerd sticker, and on the right is the beginning of the Word Nerd card set, and here are the pieces of paper that I stitched down. So some of it allowed it to have a backing on it and some didn't, and you'll see that as we go in. Okay, so also this is 100% a paper crafting project. I love paper crafting. I love using digital sets in there. So here for this first week, the word that we are studying is guard, and what I did was I just wanted to make like a little intro page to each one where I could attach notes on the back. So those are some of Shauna Wells butterflies and a little paintbrush that I used, and then I put a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each week. And here on the back is an area where I come in and I write a prayer. So the prayer is attached to the card, with the title being, what the main verse is. And then I also like to write out the scriptures. If you've been following me, you know that. And in this case, when she was asking us questions about, the particular scripture, I wanted to know the different translations. So you'll see there I have NLT, ESV, NKJV, any other translation that had a little bit of different wording to kind of give me an idea of like what guard meant in these various scriptures and how they were translated. And I thought that it's such a great idea. You can go to, so there's a free app called Bible Hub. I believe it's Bible Hub. I will double check and I'll link it below. And it'll pull up all of the other translations, which, oh my gosh, I didn't really realize there are so many different translations of the Bible now. So I just pulled a few, and that's how I kind of worked through each week. So with this project, I was able to do my studying and like answering the questions all on these cards, which was fantastic. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do that and if I needed to make extra pages, but they gave us enough room, which I feel like when I first looked at it, I was like, that is not enough room. But if you write the verses out somewhere else and you paper clip them on, if you do a little book, that allows for more room. So there's just a little tip, an idea. And this is now week 2, living and active. Again, I took a few different sets. So the butterfly was in the physical set. That little big sunflower in the middle is a Brianna Showalter set, and I want to say the other sunflowers are hers as well. And then the leaves that you see, those are from the actual Word Nerd Ephemera set. Digital. I printed them on Clear Mako sticker paper, and I lifted up the fronts of these cards, and I'm sharing this because this has just been a fabulous thing. These foam rolls that I found on Amazon, like I was buying pop dots and having to individually pull, each pop dot, and these rolls are fantastic. Like if you like to pop your stuff up, get the rolls. I will link them below. They're fabulous. They're very thin, so you can double them up if you want something up higher. Just a fantastic item. Whoever came up with that, kudos to you. Again, so I have worked through week 2 as well. So I have a prayer. I'm using Elaine Davis's little Word Nerd library cards. On the back of each one, that's a digital set. Then these little pink library like sheets came in the physical set. I don't think they're still available, but they're pretty popular. So Shauna might bring those back. But if you don't have that, just take regular notebook paper and write out your stuff and clip it onto the back. Or you can make like a little envelope or a pocket, whatever you want to do. So that gives you like a little bit of creativity. And I'll be honest, with this card book, this double ring card book, I kind of came back and forth to it. That's another reason I didn't share it right away. And here on week 2, in case you have gotten this or you did not see, they did have a typo. So you're only supposed to read Philemon's 1:6 and not the other verse. So there's just another little tidbit of things that you need to know. So now we're on to week 3, and this is Dwell, and I pulled Brave Little Taylor's set because I love Brave Little Taylor. She makes the cutest stuff. I'm going to share her set in a video here pretty soon because I'm doing a study with her, but I used her little books, the little like girl who's darling, and then on this one I actually made a pocket in the front for the verses, and here on the back you'll see that I did not come in and do anything yet, and I forgot to attach the library cards now that I think about it, so I'll come back in and do that. But here's a good tip on how to like prep for a project. If you have an idea on how you want to do a project, set it up the whole way. Like see how I'm bringing in the library card sheets and a verse for the back. The verses came from Jill Drainschult's toolbox from this. I didn't necessarily need them, but if I come back in here after I'm done studying and I want to create, then I have those verses. So that's just an idea. So now this is super easy for me because I have it completed. Now I can just go to each week and do the study, which is what I really like to do. So here we are on week 4 image. I kind of did a Mod Podge of various print and pray shop items here. I took Shauna Wells set, which is the typewriter and the scissors and the little paint brushes. Then the pencils are Tamara Arcilia set, and then the little super cute little pencil shaving florals are Brave Little Taylor's, and the paper that I did behind all this is all Brave Little Taylor's. And I will say, yes, I did say that I love Brave Little Taylor. I've been creating for her longer than I've been creating for anybody, and I just have this super great connection with her, but I love everybody that is an artist for Illustrated Faith. I think they are all stepping up their game, and I love it. Here's an example. This is week 5. This is a Tamara Arcilia set, and so what I like to do with her sets, because she makes these big, beautiful florals, is I will print them out on clear sticker paper and I will lay that down, and then I'll also print them on cardstock and I'll lift it, and that kind of gives it this cool dimension. So that's a fun another little tip, I guess. So here we are at the end. I put Emily's information at the end of it. I wanted to make sure that I had it in the set, and then now I'm just showing you how I clip in stuff in the back. So paper clips are your friends in all projects. So that's my last page, and what I did is I just made another little card to kind of wrap the whole book, which I thought it's really cute. I've never done the double ring book, and I really like it. I did do stitching, so I have some black stitching and some like brown stitching. The black, initially I started just like stitching on the craft paper and I used black. I kind of wish I would have used brown for the whole thing, but it's okay. And you don't have to stitch. Like if you don't have a sewing machine, you can just make this by using tape and washi or just one big like card.